7 communication mistakes to avoid if you want to make new friends. Now in my last video, 6 keys to unlock college success, the third key was networking. And now you may be thinking of going out and meeting new people, or you are the one who is already surrounded by many people. But the problem is that you and we commit so many mistakes in communication. So therefore, in this video, I will share with you 7 communication mistakes to avoid if you want to make new friends. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Wali Damaan Khan. Now, when you are in home, the information I'm going to share with you, these go out of the window. No need to follow this information in home. But however, if you are in an event, if you are in a marriage ceremony, if you go meet an old friend, you need to take care of these mistakes that you make in communication. And why these mistakes are important, why we do not need to commit these mistakes. Now the problem is that think of what you need right now. Think what you need right now. Cell phone, cars, gadgets, or maybe somebody really beautiful. Now, the people you know, the people around you, they can help you to get those things that you want in life. But the thing is that we are not communicating properly the way we should be. So are you ready? Are you excited? So let's jump in. Number 1 is why so serious? Why so serious? Now, at a young age, when we are young, now like you and me, what do? We think that if we have this rude face, people are going to like us. But that's not the case. Until you are as handsome as this guy, Edward Holland. Now the problem is that when you have this serious face, people they feel a setback and they don't like you. Although they come to meet you, but inside of their mind they are like, there's a gap. Until you little bit smile. You smile a bit. Even if you are an introvert person, just smile a little. Not like just smile a little. Like, hey, how are you? Fine, good. Like this. Like this, you can avoid these mistakes by smiling. Mistake number 2, and that is arguing. Let's say you have your friends. Friends come over, you're talking about sports, you're talking about cars, you're talking about everything, and you're having a good time and you're like king of the world. Suddenly, your friend says, hey, have you watched that movie? And you say, yeah, I have watched that movie. It's on Netflix. Your friend says, no, it's not on Netflix. And you say, no, you maybe have typed the keywords wrong. And he said, no, my spelling was correct. And you say, no, 2 days before I watched that movie, how come you say that it's not on Netflix? Now, maybe you are right, it is on Netflix. Your friend is wrong. And you prove it to them on typing in Google. What will happen? Do you think that friend will like you? Do you think that later in future that friend will help you in something? However, what we can do is we can say like this. I've watched it on Netflix, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, if he says that it's on Netflix, you say maybe I'm wrong, but I think I've watched it on Netflix. Now there, he's like, okay, he may be wrong, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, and then from the conversation can go forward. A little story. 2 days before I go meet an old friend of mine, a school buddy, and I go to his shop, and we were having a good conversation. And suddenly he asks me, "What about your elder brother? He was trying to become a model, right?" I became defensive. No, my brother, he's not into modeling. He was never trying to be a model. He said, no, he already told me that he wanted to be a model. And I again said, no, you may be wrong. He never wanted to be a model. And the third time he said, no, he told me that I'm modeling, I'm walking on rep and everything. And then my mind clicked. I say, yeah, maybe I am wrong. Yeah, he was preparing for modeling. Although in my mind, I thought my friend he's mad. My brother never wanted to model. I came back home and I asked my brother, and my brother said, yes, I told him when I was in college, I had the opportunity to walk on ramp. So like this, I was wrong and he was right, and I was arguing with him. So mistake number 2, avoid arguments. Number 3 is, this one is especially for girls and also for boys. It's like trying to impress in your first impression. Now when you meet people, you really want to impress them, and quickly, within a second, split second, you think into mind that what can I ask him, what can I tell him, what can I tell her that she impressed with me. I'm talking about friends, female friends. And you gather all this information in here, and when you meet, and when you guys meet, what do you say? Last summer I went to Dubai, I went to this vacation, I bought this new phone, ordered this clothes online, I'm wearing this kind of makeup, and you try to impress the other person in just one little talk. Now this is short term. Don't do that. Think long term. This is not first and last meeting you're going to have with that person. That person is going to stick with you a long time. So instead, what you can do is, still, if you want to impress that person, you can tell him, hey, I bought this dress online. Have you ever shopped online? And from there, you can go in the conversation. You can have 50-50, balance. You can wait them to tell them about, you can, let them talk about themselves, and you can also tell them about yourself. Now this is the mistake, and this is how you can manage that mistakes. Number 4 is not appreciating the people. Now when you go meet an old friend, when you go meet an old friend and you have some kind of work, and you ask, hey, how are you? Fine, good. How's everything? How's your business going? How's your education going? And he says, yeah, it is good. And you say, yeah, it is good. Can you help me with this thing, solving this problem? Without appreciating. Now think about this. You are meeting after a long time. Now the person have achieved many things in that period of time. You can ask him that, hey, have you started this business? Starting business is really difficult in this era. And how did you start your business? And from there, you can ask him and really appreciate him on his struggles and efforts. And at the end, you can ask him that, hey, can you solve me? Can you help me with this thing? And he will like, sure, I'm gonna help you. And he will help you with this thing. So this is mistake number 4, is not appreciating. Mistake number 5 is trying to convince to your idea. Yeah, that is the mistake. Let's say you are in an event and you are meeting this person, and this person is a 9-to-5 job. And he says job is good. But in your mind, you think that business is the key, business is the king. And you try to convince him to your idea that business is good. And this person goes, yeah, business is good, but I'm good with my job. And then again, you try to convince him with business. And this person again goes, yeah, job is good. And then you go back and forth. Now, and you go back and forth. We should not do like this. However, what we can do is, that person says that, hey, I'm doing a job. We can ask him a question. Have you ever started any business? Or what are your thoughts on business? And then the person will go, yeah, maybe he's going to start business in future. The business is in his plans, maybe. And also the problem is that although we live in the same society, we live in the same city, we live in the same country, but we are different. Our mindset is different, our perspective is different. It's not about wrong and right, it's about your perspective. So don't try to convince other party to your idea. Number 6 is not playing name, place, animal, thing. You remember that game? Not playing name, place, animal, thing. Now when new person meets you, he tells you his name and he tells about his interests, his everything, and you hear right here and you throw it right here. You don't even listen. You don't take the time and energy to absorb that information in, and you lose that person. And how to avoid these mistakes? When somebody is telling your name, what are their likes, what are their dislikes, you take the time and energy and listen to them. What are they saying? And the next time when you meet him, you say, hey Haris, how are you? Fine, good. How's your business? You are in car business. A few months before, the market was really down. How did you do? And this person is really inspired. He's like, oh, he remembers my name. He cares about me. Let me ask him, what does he do? And this person is genuinely interested in you. So that's how you can avoid this mistake number 6. Last but not the least, mistake number 7 is do not criticize. do not criticize. When you see other people making these 6 mistakes, you don't want to criticize them. You don't want to say them, hey, you are showing yourself off. Hey, you're trying to convince me to your idea. Don't do that. Just be humble and gentle. Now, at the end of this video, what I want you to do is just pick one and master one at a time. You remember mastery? Mastery is what it takes. Be master at it. And if you are somebody who delays their tasks, I have made video on procrastination where I have shared the knowledge, the basic reasons why do we delay any task. And consider hit the subscribe button and push the bell icon and turn the notification on to get the daily updates of my video. And I see you next time. Thanks for watching.